Greetings, everybody. I guess it's celebrating Pride Month right now, which is also celebrating family. And this is kind of going to link into a lot of things, including Pizzagate itself. But this came up on my computer. Maybe it came up on everyone's. Celebrate Pride Month, hashtag this is family. Okay. Interesting. I think there's something interesting about the Fabian breakdown of words, which is what is pride? What does pride mean? I don't know. I'm old school. When I was little, pride meant that was somebody who, baked a great pie at the fair. Somebody who did something heroic in World War II. Pride. I don't know, country pride. Pride. So, what is happening to be proud of, right? So I don't want to get too pedantic with this because we've got a lot to go, but also hashtag this is family. So it's like we've got something called pride. Not sure what that is. Seems to be about sodomy. How is sodomy about pride? And then once again, how is sodomy about pride, about family? It's funny. I've been told so many things. I think we all have, and we get tired of how language gets misused all the time. I'm just out of my mind. I thought of when people told me, being overweight is a disease, and it's like, no, having leprosy is a disease, right? Having leprosy. Overeating, that's something else. That might be a compulsion. It might be something, but it's just interesting. So here we have the Olympia gay pride thing happening here. I'll turn it on so you can see. We might even want to go back a little bit because they had, Catholics with upside down crosses for being gay pride. This is the little satanic group here that's really infiltrating these schools. So once again, school prayer is not allowed. It went up to the Supreme Court, everything else. Then it turned out later the woman was whacked and her son is like a born-again Christian now. But anyway, they fought for that. And now this is who is invited into the schools. And when I looked at these people, they all look like who my daughter's teachers were, and going back really to where I had kind of started with that guy. I think more than anything, there's that sad dog. There's the, the gay crosses or whatever. Was also just the use of the American flag everywhere. They're saying this is America, right? We are America. We are taking over. It was wild how when that guy saw a camera on him, he just flew on over. Very, very in your face. These people are in your face. They say that the Christians are obnoxious, but my goodness. And there's that temple, the temple of Set, I think, the one that has the big headquarters here and everything. And, this was on my Facebook. I found it interesting as an event in my town that Facebook was telling me I should go to, right? And everyone's been hearing about the Facebook censorship, but they certainly are not censoring this. And it's interesting. In Olympia, if a woman has long hair like that and wears makeup, she's just totally ostracized. And yet it's encouraged for the men. Once again, this really backwards, upside down. So this is an event I was supposed to go to of import, in downtown Olympia, totally serious. Drag show, all right? And I don't have anything against any of this. Okay, I had a really good friend once who was like a drag queen from New Orleans. But he also, I would think he would be disgusted too at just the pushing of anything. No one likes anything just being pushed in their face and made acceptable. I think that what he liked was that it was like a little naughty vice. You know, why would he want to be going into the schools? You know, that wasn't what he wanted to do. Like the joy of it was that it was like naughty and he did it in private. However, what we're really going to be covering today is, well, first of all, just this plethora of, kind of cockroach energy just coming out in full force. It's just unreal. And we're not even just talking about Olympia here. We're talking about, all over the whole country. And, I saw the Space Needle covered in these flags and everything else. I drove by and filmed some where the flags were, streaming over hotels, and also noticed them streaming over big time, more than anywhere else, over a store called Captain Little. And let me see if I've got the footage here. I might have it. I might put it up later. But then it dawned on me, oh my goodness, when Comet Ping Pong first came into the news, there was FBI evidence that came along as well regarding code. And one of the main things about the code is there's something big and something little. So you would have maybe a large heart with a small heart within it as a kind of like a weird pedophile jewelry. You would also have in an establishment, you would have a name that was old and a name that was young. So a comet is something very old in the universe, and ping pong is a game that is youthful. So you have comet, ping pong, adult, child. Okay? Here we have in Olympia, Captain Little. See? Something old and something young. Something big and something literally little. Another thing I found just weird, and this is only just for my little Illuminati friends out there, 32 photos and 23 reviews. So you've got your 32 and your 23, which is interesting. And then, what can we say about that? That's just weird. 32 photos, 23 reviews. Okay, little Illuminati friends. And so, if we want to also continue to look for, once again, Olympia's Comet Ping Pong, we have Old School Pizzeria, right? And it's got, the word old in it, and then school, where you think of little kids, right? School, old school. So, let me know what you think about this. But I feel that, there's, it appears to be that there is some sort of pedo code that is being utilized in Olympia itself. And so we are going to continue with our investigations here as we kind of go on in this really strange kind of place here that seems to be kind of taking over. Here is what I had filmed that day. I'll just I put it up for you because I think Captain Little might appear. This is the Governor Hotel. And, we were draped in mockery and draped in kind of this weird kind of sodomite world. And I'm not sure if we got it or not at Captain Little. I think we might not have. But the flags are probably still up there, I would assume. So once again, everybody, Comet Ping Pong, Captain Little, Old School. What do you think about this? I would love to hear. Take good care, everyone, and many, many blessings. Bye.